Well, it is hard to believe that just over a month and a half ago, communities up and down the Maine coast were battered with those back-to-back storms.
So the good news is that the rebuilding has at least started for some of those projects, but the wait will be much longer for others. News Center Maine's Sam Olson has our story from Rockland.
Marine construction companies are dealing with a level of demand they've never quite seen before. Today I spoke with a project manager of a company based out of Rockland. He says they have about 50 jobs already backlogged until next year.
We have a long list to get to.
A list Prock Marine Company project manager Ken Knauer says is growing by the day, and that includes emergency projects his company has taken on since the back-to-back storms pummeled Maine's coastline.
I bet we'll be busy till the end of 2025 just fixing the storm damage from last month.
Knauer says they're focusing on fixing working town-owned piers to help get them operational before fishing season. On top of that, they still need to do the jobs they've had planned for years. He says many smaller, privately owned wharfs and piers will be stuck waiting.
The level of workforce that we're going to need to rebuild, not just to where we were, but in preparation for future changes, is significant. Sam
Belknap works at the Island Institute in Rockland, which focuses on preserving Maine's working waterfronts. He says last month's storms highlighted the urgent need to raise piers and wharfs feet above where they stand now.
It's critical that we invest. It's just the scale of investment that this is going to take that is really the daunting challenge.
He says one of the biggest challenges will be to ensure private, smaller-scale wharfs get the same level of support as the municipally owned ones.
People need to fish in 2 months, 3 months. The challenge of not having that access is going to have ripple effects through Maine's coastal economy.
The Island Institute has several concerns over what climate change has in store for Maine. Sam Belknap says one of the biggest is whether working waterfront property will be sold off if the owners just can't afford to rebuild after these storms. If that's the case, he says these working waterfront properties could become endangered in the state of Maine. In Rockland, Sam Olson, News Center.